Planet Zero, receiving transmission. FR, Planet Zero.
Hello?
I think the signal was intercepted. I ended up eating some of the food, and it's actually really good, and they're really good guys. There's no reason to send a distress signal or send somebody to rescue me. That was silly. They know that I'm sending for help. Something's happening.
FR, Planet Zero.
Hello?
This is Planet Zero Outpost. We've received your distress call. Over.
Oh my God. Please help. If I leave, they'll follow me, but I can get the drivers out.
How many do you have?
There's 24 of them. They're all disoriented from the abduction. They don't even know where they are. They think that they're still on Earth. They've been brainwashed.
10-4. We'll be sending a Zeta beam to your coordinates. It will arrive in 7 days. Have the drivers ready. And Josh, hang in there. We got your back. Planet Zero out.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the final group stage here at the Frozen 4-Banger 2022. I'm Josh Poppler. Welcome back to the simulated environment of Humble Hill here on the lovely planet of TekmortoB. Let's get some racing going on. The rules are incredibly simple. All you gotta do is beat the guy you're racing against. It's a best of 3 for every one of these races. Winner moves on, and the winner of each group will race each other to see who will go to the championship next week. Here's our first pair. From Independence, Missouri, it's Mayfield 41. And coming out of Colorado Springs, it's Black Death. All right, let's get it started with our first race of Group 5 right here. Mayfield pushing Black Death, and then Black Death rolling him over. Looked like Mayfield was going to go over the cliff, but he just barely held on. You can see just out-muscling Black Death, but Black Death got underneath Mayfield and almost rolled him right off the cliff. So we'll set it up again with these two. They're off, and Mayfield looked like he was out in front of Black Death. Is so close to the edge as he pulls out a beautiful win. Look at this comeback. Mayfield gets out early, but Black Death does not give up. Gives him enough push to get him out of the way. And man, he is just barely dangling over the edge of that cliff. I told you guys, this year this track is dangerous. These aliens are ruthless. Here we go, sudden death, and Black Death is on foot. Pushes Mayfield 41 off the cliff, and we have our first victim of the 2022 season. But as you'll see here on the replay, Mayfield 41 actually staged a little bit of a comeback here and pushed out in front of Black Death at the last second. Black Death, not a fan of that, and throws Mayfield off the cliff, so hopefully he'll be good to come back. Here's our next group. Staffelton for Deutschland, es Piggy too loud! And rolling out of the middle of the desert, it's the Pool Guy! So we're set up for our second race of group number 5. And here they go. That is a very small margin of victory and a very large margin of error as Piggy Too Little takes the win and then gets tossed over the cliff by the Pool Guy. Let's see what happened here. Pool Guy sliding out. Piggy Too Little just enough heat to get in there. And man, she pays the price. Piggy Too Little over the edge, but has the win. Let's see if she can make it 2 in a row against the Pool Guy. Now this time Pool Guy slides sideways. He does block it so that Piggy Too Little can't push him off the cliff. And he also gets the win. Let's see this here, same kind of maneuver where Piggy Too Little just couldn't get by with that sideways slide. So we got our sudden death race coming up right here, folks. They're off, and man, man, Piggy Too Little, what happened? As Pool Guy takes the win and tumbles head over heels off the cliff. Piggy Too Little pauses at the top. Watch here. She just got behind and then kind of got sideways and bumpy, and that was it. Pool Guy just gets himself off the cliff, maybe as a celebration. I don't know. Let's go to group number 6. From the deep south, Lake Park, Georgia, it's Uncle Elvis. And dropping in from the Nutmeg State, it's Arlo. Both of these racers with a rich history at Rust Belt, but unfortunately we're on a different planet, so none of that works. Here we go. Arlo out-muscles, oh man, they're both off the cliff. Arlo out-muscled Uncle Elvis right off the line. Look at this, a lot of pushing here towards the mid-track. Gets the win, but they both go off the cliff. End over end. We're going to get them cleaned up and back at the starting line for race number 2. There they are, switching sides. And here we go. Arlo forces him up into the wall and goes off the cliff again. But hey, he landed on his wheels this time. Uncle Elvis sitting back up top is going to go home wondering what the heck happened here. Arlo in our first Cybertruck of the day gets the win. And Uncle Elvis is up there at the top of the cliff like, yeah, I'm not following you down there. And here's our next pair. Racing for the Louisville, Kentucky Fire Department, it's the one and only Chief. And representing the home team and host planet of TekmortoB, it's Blabzon Xirek. Well, I hope I got that pronunciation right. Chief is a tough word to say. Here we go, race number 1. They're off, and Xirek is out in front and just hangs on that cliff. I don't know if he got some practice here on this track, being a native and all, but he just hung in there with Chief, blocks him coming out of that first turn, and then just held on the cliff. So we'll get race number 2 up with these guys. There they go. Chief goes to the outside, and whoa! Did he get that? I'm not sure there, folks. We got to go to the replay here to check the winner. But it looked like Chief was out in front the whole way, and he did get right in front of Xirek to take that win. So we got sudden death racing here, ladies and gentlemen. How great is that? They're off, and oh, Chief gets out there in front and takes the win. The home team is eliminated. Are you kidding me? Back-to-back wins. And Blabzon Xirek is gone. Chief takes the victory. We'll be moving on. So we'll take a moment here to look at that cliff and how much damage it's taken. There's our final 4 here in the last group stage race. And we'll get it started with the winner of our first pair taking out Black Death. That was Mayfield 41. And the guy that knocked out Piggy Too Little. There's the Pool Guy. Both of these drivers with a strong showing in their first race. There they go. Mayfield pushing him around. But Pool Guy somehow, I don't know how he's hanging there on the cliff, but he somehow made his way around Mayfield. Look at this. Come down and pushed back on Mayfield, and then he comes over and just gets stuck. Guys, again, this is not an ice track. This is 100% snow. So you hit a bank, that's where you end up. Here we go for race number 2. And that time, Pool Guy makes it a little more decisive as he slides sideways, completely blocking the line and rolling Mayfield 41. So Pool Guy is our first to advance to the championship here between groups 5 and 6. Our second race, a couple drivers coming out of group 6. That's Arlo, and he'll be racing against Chief. Now, we couldn't have planned this any better with 2 Cybertrucks going up against each other. We'll see who is victorious right now. Arlo with a nice little slide-in move. check this out. So Arlo, not a lot of muscle in these Cybertrucks. They're pretty light, but he was able to just slip on by Chief. And even with the tap at the end, he's sticking. Not going over the cliff. We got race 2 here. And that time, Arlo may have gotten there. We got to go to the replay on that one. That was really close. It looked like Chief held him off. But again, not a lot of weight behind these vehicles with the Cybertrucks. And now it is Arlo just nosing out in front. So that sets up our championship here today between the pool guy out of Group 5 and Arlo, who just won out of Group 6. What a great matchup here, folks. Two pretty even vehicles, actually, coming down right now. There they go. Pool guy gets the edge on Arlo, pushes him around a little bit, but those big knobby tires got up into Arlo and slowed him down enough to take the win. So we'll swap sides here and do it again for the championship. There they are. Pulled out from Arlo with that slippery move. The same thing that he pulled on the Chief, he pulls on the pool guy. Look at this. Pool guy out front got his wheel out, which is a good move, but then Arlo, I swear that thing is made out of Teflon with all the slipping and sliding he's been doing here. So we got a championship sudden death race here, folks. Winner moves on. There they go, and Arlo gets pushed that time, and the pool guy will be moving on to the overall championship here at the Frozen 4-banger. Look at this, pool guy, he did his little sideways move. If he can keep that up, he's going to go pretty far in this race. He has definitely found a way to run on this track. So that's it for our group stages here at the TekmortoB simulated environment of Humble Hill. Your final winner is the pool guy. He will go on to face Grey Wizard and Swervin' Herb in the Final Four championship. Stay tuned for that.
This is Planet Zero Outpost. We've received your distress call. We'll be sending a Zeta beam to your coordinates. It will arrive in 7 days. Have the drivers ready. And Josh, hang in there. We got your back. Planet Zero out.
You will never know.
Planet Zero requesting a channel.